What is up, everybody? What's up? I know y'all see me at a new location. I am at my favorite spot, actually. Um, I love being here. It's got nice vibes. Um, really good people here. I love it. I love it. Today, I'm going to be making calls with my boy Anthony. He's gonna tune in probably around 11 o'clock. I think he has to finish his project. I think he's working on a duplex in his backyard, which is crazy. Um, he built a duplex like literally in his backyard. Like he can walk outside and there's his duplex. It's crazy. So I'm just gonna be making some announcements, what we're working on, the stuff that I'm doing, how I'm coming across these deals up until he gets on here. And I may make a few calls before he gets on, and then we'll kind of start over. That way he can have his fair share of making his announcements and updating you guys on what he's working on. So that way we can both kind of get our stuff in. But today's going to be a really good day because I said so. It's Friday and it's been a hell of a week. My partner Ben, he's been working on this 100 acres deal. It's 100 acres in Dallas. I didn't even know we still had land left out here in Dallas. To be honest, all that shit is getting taken up. But he got 100 acres under contract, and we are let me tell you this story because it's crazy. But first, let me give you like the whole itinerary. So I'm going to make some announcements. From the announcements, by that time, I say I'm probably going to make maybe 20 minutes of announcements. Go over some Q&A. Go over some frequently asked questions that a lot of people ask me about creative financing and borrowing money and stuff like that. I'll do a little bit of that, touching on it a little bit, not going just too much in depth. And then by that time, Anthony should be hopping in and making the calls with us. And that once Anthony get on here, then we'll be making calls live for you guys. I'll also show you guys what we're working on, yada yada. So just so that everybody knows what's about to happen, what we're about to go over, and all of that crap. But if you guys do have questions while I'm talking, I can read the questions and I can answer those for y'all. But I want to kind of talk about this deal that Ben, I can't even say he's working on, but because it's this deal just happened fast. So Ben has been talking about this damn deal for at least a year, and I would just blow him off like, "All right, Ben, yeah, whatever, dude. Like, okay, get on. I don't want to hear nothing about 100 acres until it's a deal." So I thought Ben forgot about the deal because I haven't heard him talk about it in a while. By the way, if y'all don't know, that's the AT&T Stadium. Wait, there it is, right there. This is not a fake background. Like I'm literally right here across the street. Like I said, if you know, you know. If you don't, that's because you're probably not from here. But and y'all gonna see people walking by, waving probably. I don't know, because I'm at this restaurant. But anyway, so Ben has been working on this deal for about a year, and he's been talking about it, and I haven't heard him talk about it for a couple months. And all of a sudden, a few days ago, he tells me he's like, "Jabs, I think I'm getting ready to get this deal under contract." And again, I'm just like, yeah, whatever, Ben, whatever. Like, let me know when you got it under contract. So he made it an urgency. He's like, Japs, I'm really about to get this contract signed. This is gonna change our lives. I'm like, okay, all right, cool. Like, whatever. See, there you go. There's an example. We got one lady walking by. Just so y'all know that this is a real background. But so I said, okay, Ben, like, show me this deal. So he showed me the deal. It's 98.49 acres. You can call it 100, right? And so I'm looking at, I'm like, damn, okay. What is this guy asking? Like, what's the asking price? Now I can't share with y'all what Ben got it under contract for, but just know that we got a huge price reduction. The guy was originally asking 20 to 25 million. Ben talked this guy down. Let's just say he got a really big discount on this deal, like a huge discount. So what Ben is going to do, and what happened, how this is why I want to share the story because it's crazy the way that it transpired. So Pace had a meetup recently for his birthday. He came out here to Dallas, had a meetup with all of us. We had fun. It was right before the Aspire event. I think a lot of people are attending that event right now as we speak. Uh, so being said, hey, Jabs, now that I have this deal under contract, let's move it for like, 12 million. And I'm like, okay, I can see if I can find a buyer for 12 million. Cool. So then he's like, you know what? Let's go to that meetup and maybe we can move it there. We can push the deal there. And so I'm like, all right, cool. That'd be a perfect way to get some feedback and see what these buyers, what they would want to buy it for, or if they have the capacity to buy it. Maybe they have some people in their network that would want to buy it. Who knows? So I said, I think that's a great idea. So after that, he's like, you know what? Rather than us just wholesaling the deal, why don't we add a little bit more to it? And I said, what do you mean? I'm not big on land. I'm not a big land guy. Ben, he's more of the land person. So I said, what do you mean? He said, there's no investors that's going to buy an undeveloped lot or undeveloped land. I don't know what the hell that means. So I'm like, okay, what is that? What does that have to do with anything? We can still sell it for 12 million. So who cares? He's like, no, I think we can sell this for 20 to 27 million. And I'm like, huh? He said, here's how. If we develop this land, if we spend between, I think he said, 80 to $100,000, we can talk to the city council and we can go ahead and develop on this land. Like we can see how many houses we can build on there. We can see what can we build on this plot of land. And I'm like, wow, okay. So he was like, we need to raise, 50 to $100,000. And I'm like, okay, cool. The same day he literally raised that, was that last night before last, the same day he got it under contract, he raised $110,000. The same exact day that he got it under contract at the Aspire event. Well, not the Aspire event, at Pace's at his event for his birthday. It was just crazy to me because I know my partner, when he's in his element, he's in his element. Like he's laser focused, he's locked in, and there was nothing that was going to stop him from getting that money raised. So at that point, I'm like, bro, you got me. Like, I'm all in, bro. Like, this is crazy. This is wild. So he finally got the property under contract, got the money raised, to develop the acreage. And so instead of us selling it for 12 million, I know we kind of talked to a few buyers and we told him we'll sell it to you for 12 million. That's undeveloped. But now that he's about to go through he's about to talk, he's going to have a full year to basically do what we need to do to get this land developed. And during that time, he's like, "Look, we gotta get this money raised." And this dude raises money in one, like not even 24 hours. It was like maybe 5 hours from the time he got it under contract. And you guys saw when I posted on my Instagram story, he had a picture showing his face, smiling, cheesing. I said $12 million contract. That was our sales price originally. But now that we're about to get this damn thing developed, we're going to sell it for probably 20 to 27 million. So if there's any buyers out there that would want a $27 million project or a $27 million lot, 100 acres, bring it on. Let's talk. Let's have a conversation. If you know anyone, let's have a conversation. Now, obviously, numbers are negotiable. So if it works, it works. If it doesn't, all right, let's talk. Let's talk numbers. But just know that we're not selling it at 12 million anymore. The only way we will sell it for 12 million is if we don't develop the land. But we already got the money raised for it, so Ben is about to do his thing. I'm pretty much being hands off. I'm just a messenger, but I'm super proud of my partner. So I want to go over that real quick. I want to share the news about that because that shit was crazy. That was extremely crazy. My boy got a $12 million contract. Like who the bro? All right, so next thing I want to go over, and I think I can share my screen. Give me a second, real quick. Let me share this screen. I'm not going to share my entire screen. I'm just going to share the Zillow thingy. Um, so if y'all are in Dallas, we are leasing out our properties. I've been getting hit up by a lot of people, and I can tell y'all what type of marketing we're doing to get these units filled. So we got three properties. These are 3 out of the 10 condos that we purchased. We bought it subject to. We came in. Um, We purchased this for like 825,000, 10% down. We're doing like a 7 to 10 year balloon on this. Um, that's the acquisition side. Disposition side, all we're doing is we're just holding this as a long-term rental. We probably keep it forever. Just continue to cash out refi anytime we need some funds to buy new deals, or if we want to do a big development project or whatever, we'll just keep on cash out refinancing it. So anyway, but what we were originally going to do was rent these properties out, or rent these units out to homeless veterans. They pay, I think, 1,300 a month per bed, which was that's a lot of fucking money. So right now, we kind of changed the plans. We said we're just going to rent it out as a traditional rental for 1,100, which is about $200 more than the average rents in that area, and we're getting a lot of bites. So if you guys know anyone who needs a one bed, one bath, I have three right now. They're literally in the same condo. I'm sorry, in the same complex. We didn't have to put much of work in here because it didn't need much. Let me show you the pictures. Let me see if I can open up the pictures really quick. See, we got people that's interested right now. Hopefully Zillow don't shut this down because these are my units, so I feel I can post the addresses if I want to. Let me see if I can show y'all the listing real quick. Here we go. And I'm gonna tell y'all, Zillow is like I love Zillow. These people are really helping us. Um, crap. Hopefully y'all can see. I'm gonna just show you some pictures. My boy Ben, he had put in new stainless steel appliances, the microwave and the stove, just to bring a little bit of value up in there. We didn't want to keep the outdated appliances. Um, but we're renting these out for 1150, and it's pretty much like it's about 423 square feet. Those are the pictures, and that's the door number right there. So that's one of the units. I'll show you guys the other two. But Zillow has been helping us out a lot as far as marketing. I'll throw it on Zillow. You can do it for free, or you can get a little bit more exposure by paying, I believe it's $29. I just paid the $29 for each of these units just so that I can get them rented out. And also, if I do get these rented out, I also want to have like backup options as far like I want to have a list of tenants ready to go. Like they seen this property, and once the property is gone, hey, we know we got backup tenants for like other projects that we have. Here's another one, same thing, one bed, one bath, about 423 square feet. This one we didn't upgrade the appliances, we kept them there. We didn't have to do much work into these homes. Like actually, the original owner, he fixed the properties up, or he fixed the units up before we purchased them. We put that in the contract. We let them know like, hey, if we're going to pay full value for these, then we need you to go in there and renovate the units before we close on this. So if you're negotiating with people when it comes to like doing seller finance deals, or you pitching terms, like you got to really you kind of got to stand firm with a lot of stuff, especially if you're buying at like full market value. So, but this is the other unit. We're going. All of these are going for 1150 a month. We do accept vouchers, so Section 8, you guys are more than welcome to come in here. Actually, we would rather have a Section 8 tenant in here. Section 8 tenants, they pay 1,300 in this area. Already did our research. We already got it approved. We're good to go. So that's the second one, and then here is the last one. I think the second one was my favorite one because of the bathroom. Here is number 3. So same thing, 1150 a month, one bed, one bath. We did a little bit of upgrading here, and this came with shelves. We didn't even remove those. We upgraded the light fixtures as well. Oh, I didn't even know we had a dishwasher in here. That's crazy. So I went out and I took the pictures of these units because presentation is everything. If you got like blurry pictures, people can't really see your unit is not going to move. Even if you're like seller financing the property, or wrapping the property, you want to take really good pictures, make sure they're not blurry. I will say that I don't know if y'all can see the difference, but when you're taking pictures, my brother he made fun of me when I do this, but if you're taking pictures, you want to make sure that you take them horizontally instead of vertically. The reason why is because you get a full view of everything. And when you upload the pictures, as you can see, it's full. Now you can tell whenever I took it horizontally. Let me give me a second. I think it's right there. So this picture, you can tell I took this one horizontally. Whenever you're uploading these pictures to like the MLS or something like social media or anything like that, you're basically giving people like a half-ass picture, and you don't want to do that. Presentation is everything. So, or you can get like a professional camera, but I took all of these with my phone. But you can tell the difference. So those pictures, like whenever you're taking pictures, make sure you hold your camera like long ways, horizontal. It just makes it a lot better. The quality is better too. Just throwing that out there. Just throwing that out there. I'm just a messenger. All right. So here is the ad. 1150 a month. One bed, one bath. 423 square feet. Here's the address. Here's the unit number. And then obviously you can tell them about the amenities. Let them know if you allow pets. We do. Um, the more amenities, the better, or the more information, the better, because that obviously that's how people that's how they figure out if they want to rent the units or not. Um, so we listed this for 3 days already. We already got like over 8 contacts. That's just from Zillow alone. I also posted it on Facebook on my personal page. I posted it in the Section 8 page on Facebook. I tried to put it on apartments.com, but for whatever reason, apartments.com they wouldn't allow me to do it. And I put in like a little description. So my descriptions, they're very straightforward, straight to the point. I don't like answering a lot of questions. Hey, can you give me more information? Everything is here. I don't like answering a lot of questions. I'm just being like 100% honest with you guys. So I try to put as much information as I can to avoid a lot of questions. And right now, if y'all just tuning in, I am waiting on my boy Anthony to get in here so we can make our calls. So I'm just making some like announcements, going over some stuff that I'm working on, yada yada. So just give us about 15 more minutes. He should be hopping in. But my description is just says I have 3 available ready to move in condo units in Dallas. I put the zip code. It's in Richland Trace community. They're all studios and one bed, one bath. We do accept vouchers. I put that in capital letters for a reason. You can schedule a walkthrough if you guys are interested. All units are 1150 a month. Here are the 3 addresses. Trash, water, and sewer covered by HOA. Tenants responsible for electric and cable. All we're looking for is a first month deposit. 1150 is the monthly rent. Background is case by case basis. So we do accept people with some, fair backgrounds. If they got stuff on there, it's waivable. Um, we don't want a certain, let's just say a certain person in there, like a sex offender. We can't accept sex offenders. There's kids around there, so no sex offenders. That's why we said background is case by case basis. There's stuff that we can waive, like a drug charge. Hey, it is what it is. Income is at least 2.5 times the rent. So if you're making 2.5 times the rent, you just take 1150 multiplied by 2.5. That's what we're expecting you to make, because we want to make sure that you have enough money to pay your rent and your bills. We know you probably got car notes, um, grocery bills, gas bills, a lot of stuff. So we want to make sure that you're comfortable paying this, and we don't want to put someone in here that we know we're going to kick out like within 2 months. I don't want to do that. I don't like putting people out on the streets. I'm not that type of landlord. That's not what I signed up for this business for. And we want people that don't have evictions on their record, but if they do, and it's like 3 to 5 years ago or something like that, there's some exceptions. So we're pretty easy to work with. We're flexible. We're not these gurus trying to find the best tenant, even though that would be, it'd be nice to get the best tenant, but you don't know who you're to until like until that lease is signed, and after a few months you figure out, okay, this is the type of tenant that I'll be working with. They're going to be late every month, but as long as they make their payment, hey, I'm cool with that. I understand life. All right, let me see if I have any comments. So my boy Andre said that's smart to keep those renters inquire about that for other opportunities. Oh yeah, those the other inquiries, definitely. So I always make sure that I keep those tenants. We keep them in a list just to make sure that in case one of our let's just say one of our units is vacant. Well, we got like 25 people that that applied or that showed interest. We can just hit them up. Hey, we got one available. Are you ready? You want to move in today? Here you go. Let's see. Let's see. When the next sub two meeting? The next meeting it will be. Um, actually, let me see something right quick. Give me a second. I'm still sharing my screen, but I'm on something else. So give me a second, guys. I can show y'all when the next meeting is. Um, Here we go. Where is the Eventbrite link? Okay, here it is right here. Alrighty. Okay, hopefully you guys can see this right here. So our next DFW or doing DFW deals monthly mastermind will be Saturday, March 2nd. We do them every first Saturday of the month. It's going to be from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. We got our boy Christopher Caleb. I'm sorry, Caleb Christopher. He's going to be he's actually a really really well-known transaction coordinator. He built a huge team based off of his knowledge. He's in the sub two community. This guy's a great guy, stand-up guy, honest guy. He's very price friendly when it comes to doing these subject to deals, creative deals, cash deals. So if you need a creative TC, someone that's well known in the community, as well as he's versatile with all of his stuff. You guys want to hit up Caleb Christopher. He's a really good guy. I've talked to him a few times. This guy's really good. We're going to have this meetup in Fort Worth at the Community National Title. They host all of our meetups. I know for the meetup in April, we're going to have it at a different location, so it won't be the same Fort Worth location because the community that we've grown is growing. And I think the last meetup that we had, it was around like maybe 80, close to almost 100 people. So it's continuing to grow, and we need a bigger venue. So Candy, which is one of the owners of Community National Title, she had found us another location, which is really like exciting. So let me go ahead and stop sharing this screen and y'all can look at me for a bit. All right, here we go. So we got 10 minutes until my boy Anthony gets in here. So if y'all have any questions, please ask me. I don't mind answering anything. Um, those were the two main announcements that I had for now, which was the $12 million contract. We got it for less than 12 million, just to keep y'all, just to let you know. My boy Ben does know how to negotiate. So if you need help negotiating deals, talking to sellers, whatever, hit us up. Um, and then the second thing was the 3 units that we're trying to occupy right now. So we're working on some people with those units. We're just going to see if they can get approved, yada yada. But just in case, we need some backup people. Um, Let me see. How do I view? Let me see. Is there anyone? Okay, so I got one person watching right now on YouTube, and how many on Instagram? It's a lot. Okay, cool. What's up, Matt? Hey, Molly, Mark, Luis, my boy. Jordan was good. Let's see who else we got up in here. Rock Solid Homes, Raheem, what's up, man? Daniela, Andre, my boy, Jasmine. Who else we got? Who else is up in here? Damien. Damien probably hopped off. I know he about to get on live in a second. Shout out to him, man. I'm finna do some stuff with him. We got to get back to our lives. I miss my boy. All right. Yeah, man. I hope the same thing. I hope these people. I hope they, answer the phone. Pick up the damn phone. I'm trying to give you some money. Let's see. Baby Blam, my boy Gerald. What's up, man? Good question, by the way. All right. Cool. Y'all are tuned in. Y'all ask me some questions. What am I doing? What am I working on? How am I getting these deals? How do I talk to sellers? What are you doing? Like, let's talk. Let's talk for a little bit. Let me see where Anthony is. Give me a second. Y'all enjoy this view of the Cowboy Stadium. I'm sorry, the AT&T Stadium. I know y'all had problems yesterday. I didn't. I'm just kidding. All right, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop. All right, give me a second. I'm about to call Anthony, see where he's at. Okay. All right, y'all want to hear this call? I have a potential tenant calling me right now. So let me see if I can share my screen. Hopefully y'all can hear. Also share tab audio. Why don't you share the entire screen? Yep, entire screen. Share tab instead. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so I have a potential tenant. Let me show y'all what I do. Go to my inbox. Potential tenant. Someone just called me. Gosh darn it. Uh, I just missed a call too. Now, normally, what they would do is they would leave a voicemail or something. Okay, let me give them a call right back. Just want y'all to hear this conversation. Okay, I got their phone numbers right here. 57. Let's call. Oh, there they go. Oh my goodness. I was just calling them back and they hung up. Let's try it one more time. 817. All right. I guess they're busy right now. So we'll wait on that. Um, but what I can do is see if, and this is why I love Zillow, because you can see who's all, like, you can see messages. They'll tell you who's messaging you. They'll tell you like your inquiries. So let me go to my messages. All righty, here we go. All right, so someone called me earlier this morning. That was way earlier. So this is a potential tenant. So I'll wait for the next person. All right, cool. No big deal. Okay, let me stop sharing my screen really quick. My partner's calling. Hey, what's up, Ben? Hey, I answered the call from a tenant. I'm gonna hop on the call with the attorney at 11, but she's ready to move forward and see. She just wants to see the unit, so I don't know which ones are available, which ones she can see. So I just wanted to pass. They're all available. All are available. Okay. So do you know the lockbox codes? Yes. Okay. She likes the T302 one. I, I I like that one too. It's the most upgraded one. So okay. Yeah. So yeah, if you want me to, I'll just text her the lockbox code and get her driver's license. Okay. Sounds good. I'll text it over right now. Okay, cool. Thanks, bro. All right, bro. Let's get it. All right, let's get it. Okay. Bye. There we go. That's why I couldn't answer the phone because Ben answered it before I did. So we got a tenant right now. They are interested. They want to move forward. So I'm about to send Ben these addresses because he's not really the one that's working on Richland Trace. That's the condo units. It's called Richland Trace. Um, I'm the one pretty much like I'm working on. I'm just trying to get these units filled. That's like my goal for the week. Because I have investors and they have to make their return on their money. Oh crap, am I sharing? Hopefully I'm not sharing my screen. But let me see. Do I have any questions so far? If you ain't called twice, you ain't called once. Where can I view the properties? Is there a link? Yes. I can send you a link. I'll send it to your DM. Actually, no, yeah, I'll send it to your DM. Let me see something. Let me get Ben these addresses and the lockbox codes. Copy and paste. Here are the lockbox codes. Alrighty. And now let me send him the addresses. That's exciting news right there. All right. We got 1 minute. Let me see if my boy Anthony is ready. Let's see. You almost ready? And let me send him this link. That way he can hop up in here. Does anyone want to hop on here with me? Um, I can send y'all the link right now. Let me see if I can post this thing. Let me see. How do I know if anybody's watching on Facebook? Oh, duh. View on Facebook. Crazy me. All right. Give me a second. Got some technical issues going on. All right. So he said 14 minutes, he'll be ready. That is funny. That is hilarious. Okay, there we go. Now I see Facebook. There we go. All right. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Okay. All right. We good now. We are good. That makes me happy. That makes me so happy seeing that. All right. Boom. Anyone want to hop on here? Looks like everybody logged off. All right, cool. So this guy said 14 minutes. I need somebody right now. All right, perfect. Okay. So this is awkward because he told me 11 o'clock. So I'm gonna have to talk to him. We're gonna have a real good conversation. But anyway, while y'all are waiting, let me go ahead and just start making some calls. Smiling and dialing. That's exactly what I'm about to start doing right now. Let me call Ben back right quick. Alrighty. Okay. So we got a little technical stuff going on, but I'll get that squared away. All right. So 4 comments so far, one person viewing. Cool. Cool. All right. Let's go ahead and get on these calls. So I'm going to have to. There's something I have to do. I had to share my screen, but I don't want them to remove what I'm doing. Um, so let's see, how am I going to do this? Hmm. I'll just share my entire screen again. Okay, yeah, let's do that. All right. So, all right, you guys should be able to see my screen. This is my CRM that I use. All right. So I have a lot of overdue tasks and a lot of today tasks. So let's go ahead and start smiling and dialing. Let's get it. Let me know if y'all can hear the phone ringing or not. Can y'all hear that?
Hello.
Hey D, what's going on? This is Jabs. Can you hear me loud and clear?
This is who?
This is Jabs. You've been talking to my partner Amanda a few days ago. She told me to reach back out to you, make sure that you got everything squared away with the bank.
With what?
I think you were filing a bankruptcy.
Oh yeah, that's all taken care of. It's filed and nobody's gonna sell anything and nobody's gonna foreclose on anything and all those loans that were unassumable are assumable because they've accepted the money, so they're too short. Um,
Gotcha.
yeah, Discover's favorite thing to say is that loan is not assumable. Well, guess what? It is too, Felicia, with foreclosure.
Yeah, 100%.
And she
Okay.
was kind of a. What I need right now is I need the interest that was paid from January of 23 to January of 24, so I can turn it in on my taxes. I won't get credit for it, but I have to be able to turn it in so that next year I will get credit for it.
Gotcha. Okay.
And
Uh,
that's been really fun to try to get because the mortgage companies say, "I'm so sorry, we can't help you because we're not supposed to talk to you because you're in bankruptcy." And
mhm.
I go, "Well, it didn't stop you from putting stickers on my house and putting my house up for sale even when it wasn't, and talking to lawyers and doing everything else. So how if you just send that to me? Oh well, we couldn't possibly because that would be cooperating, and we're not going to do any of that. So
Uh,
anyway,
yep, that sounds
that's what
like
I'm
the
going to
bank.
do now. Do what?
Okay. I say, yeah, that sounds like the banks. They're kind of hard to work with sometimes.
Well, the thing of it is had either one of them worked with me, I would have had no problem paying what Robert didn't pay. I would have had
Mhm.
no problem catching up what was behind, and there never had to be a bankruptcy or anything else, and the houses would already be fixed, and people would be inhabiting them, and they would be fine. But they wouldn't do that, so now they put me behind with money, and they put me behind with a lot of other things that really weren't not necessary, and they're just going to have to get their money every month now, just like And when the bankruptcy's over, they won't be getting any more extra money. They let Robert Nunn live in that house for 2 years without paying any payments whatsoever. And now, since I quit collected on him, I'm supposed to pay him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is there something? I mean, is that legal? Can they even do that?
I get that question all the time, man. So the banks are the banks. I can't necessarily say if it's legal or not because there are times where I've had homeowners and even sellers they haven't made a payment since COVID, since 2019.
Right. That's when
And
his last payment was made, I believe.
yes, so sometimes when they're on like a forbearance, what I've been noticing is that a lot of those mortgages, the banks, they'll tell you, hey, you don't have to pay anything, for a long time or
Yeah. Well,
anything
he's
like in
still
that
gonna have to pay
nature.
it.
And All of a sudden, they call them up or they start sending out notices. Hey, guess what? That amount that we said you don't owe us from 2019, well, it's due now. So it's either you pay or you have to leave. And we've been noticing
Right.
that. So yeah, we'll
I'm sure
just.
that's why he had to leave, but he found an apartment in Houston County, which is where the two houses are,
Mhm.
for actually more than the two mortgages on the houses were added together. So
Gotcha.
he's an idiot, and I'm, you know, I don't understand why they would allow him to go that long without paying anything and not remove him from the premises. Because if I rent to you or I have a mortgage with you and you don't pay me for 2 years, you're moving.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Within 121 days, you will be moving because that's how long it takes to put a, a removal through. That's why nobody wants anybody to. You probably don't even know this. Do you know there's somebody squats on your property that the only way to get them out is to put them through the removal process, and it's 121 days to get them out,
Yep.
and they haven't paid you anything. So we have cameras and motion detectors and alarms all over those houses because we don't live there. We live in North Carolina. And my daughter and her boyfriend are staying in one of the houses, and then they go to the other house every night because what's going to be happening is they're working on the other house. As soon as that house is ready, they're going to move into that house, and then we'll fix Conley and rent it out. But um, I've already the amount of rent will more than cover what the bankruptcy payment is.
Gotcha. Okay. You're pretty
I
much
just got
squared
to.
away.
Well, I worked real hard at it.
Okay.
um, I would have rather have kept my credit card. They took all my credit cards for the bankruptcy.
My
I'm so
goodness.
sad.
Yeah, I
I loved
understand.
my credit card. I paid my balance off every month. I was just like, what the? Anyway,
Hmm.
with my credit cards. Hey, guess what? I'm going to give you a piece of financial advice. And
Okay.
if anybody asks you, you need to pass this on. When you're about to go into bankruptcy, you have about 2 days before they cut off all your credit cards. Now, there's a lot of things you can do. You can hold on to them and let them just cut it off at the amount that you owe, or you can max those fuckers out. Um, my recommendation would be not to max them out, even though that's exactly what I did.
Okay.
I don't care if Discover ever gets any money from me. I hate them so much. They have been nothing but rude. They haven't been willing to work with anybody. And I took that Discover card and I had a $1,500 balance on it, and I spent every dime of that $1,500,
Wow.
and it felt good. And
Wow.
Christmas was really good this year
Hmm.
because we went through every one of those cards and just maxed them out. They wouldn't work with us. They wouldn't let us keep the card, even if we were making payments because of the bankruptcy. They wouldn't allow us to keep the card. So we were like, well, okay, you'll pay one way or the other.
Hmm. Gotcha.
Now, the
Okay.
one card that did not get maxed out, which still makes me laugh, was the Lowe's card. But that's
Gotcha.
because we bought gift cards with the Home Depot one. Do you know Home Depot will let you buy gift cards with your credit card, with your Home Depot credit card?
I did not know that.
That's stupid. But they will, and we did. So everything I
Wow.
had that was credit short of $1,000 that was Lowe's was completely maxed out. Okay, don't ever give anybody the advice to do that because you're gonna pay for it. You just pay for it in a different way,
Yeah.
and
Gotcha.
it's kind of like, and I always tell people this: whatever you put out into the world that's good, you'll get back three times over. Okay, and
Hmm.
whatever you put out that's bad, you'll get back 10 times over. So there's about 7 times I'm missing in the middle there. So don't do that. But no, I have never done that before with any credit card I've ever had, and I won't ever do it again. But man, that was fun. We paid for a cruise, and on the cruise we got all the excursions and all the packages, like, eat at the chef's table, eat at the restaurants on the cruise, get the specialty drink package. We had a blast, and then we did a couple other things, but but it was fun, and if I ever get the opportunity, if anybody ever gets the opportunity, then um, you know, if you're never going to do it again, then I would say live a little bit. But if you're planning on paying all that back within a timely fashion, my advice would be don't do that.
Right, right. Okay,
It will come back and bite you on the butt.
I agree.
Was I physically okay? Was I fiscally responsible with that? No. Did I care? No. Did it make me happy that I spent all of Discover's money and they're only going to get a portion of that back? It didn't bother me even a little bit.
Gotcha. Okay.
They are the worst people. They are the worst people. And anytime you talk to somebody, you're going to hear this. And they're the worst mortgage company. They have the worst lawyers. I mean, as far as cooperating and wanting to talk with you and settle things, no, they're going to take you to court,
Hmm.
and that's all they want. And the funny thing is even if they take you to court, they're not going to get the whole expanse of their money back.
Wow.
So
Okay.
what they would be better off doing is going, hey D, I noticed you're getting behind on some stuff. Do we need to float you a month or two, and then at the end of 2 months have you catch up and give you a minute or two to catch your breath? Because I was in the hospital for a while too, and that didn't help anything.
Hmm.
But my ex-husband was not supposed to Chapter 13 those houses
Right.
because we're not divorced yet, and he wasn't allowed to do that without my signature or my say so, and he did. And then he didn't want to do the Chapter 13 after all. He did a Chapter 7. I
Gotcha.
have enough sweat equity in both of those homes that they should be mine anyway. And he had $40,000 of equity in the Maid Marian house, and was just going to walk away from it.
Wow.
And I said, no, you're not. Let it be mine. Thank you. So I took both of them. And oh my God, the Maid Marian house has a hole it doesn't now, it's fixed, had a hole in the kitchen the size of a small truck
Hmm.
where the washer and dryer had leaked for years and no one had said anything. So the floor joists were rotted and everything else, and we had to replace all that. Um, there's a place on the corner of the house where the foundation has actually moved slightly,
Uh-huh.
so we've gotten that almost fixed. And then because it's making the bathroom floor sag, and so the guest bathroom, it's
Right.
making that floor not safe. So we've almost got that fixed. And after those two things are done, everything else is just dress stuff. It's just to make it pretty. And I
Wow.
have them both rented. I just have to get them fixed.
So you're
Oh,
planning
you'll
on
love them.
keeping them, correct?
Yes, I'm planning on keeping them and letting them uh, kind of serve me as a source of income
Yep.
for for a while, because I mean renting this far away is kind of hard, but because I do have family that lives there, I kind of have my own little private management company. You know what I mean?
Got you. Got you.
Now,
Okay.
now Conley has a pool, and part of the lease on the Conley property is going to have to be that we inspect it once a month, because with a pool, if they don't keep up with the pool, they could totally ruin your liner and everything else
Hmm.
by not putting the proper chemicals in.
Gotcha.
So
Gotcha. Okay.
other than that, we're good.
D, it sounds like you got pretty much everything kind of, you got the train rolling. Seems like you know what you're doing.
Kind of.
Obviously, you doesn't really sound like you need my help at the moment, but if it's okay with you, I'll just check in with you like I say maybe once a month, just to see how
That
things are
would be
going.
fantastic. I would love
Okay.
that. And
Okay.
I told Amanda just to, if she could check in with me anytime, but usually like once a month is good, because about the time that payment comes due, because they upped the payment from $1,900 a month, 1950, to 2657.
Whew,
Yeah, that was a big jump. I had to sell a kidney. It wasn't good.
whew. Yeah, that's pretty. Man, that's a jump.
Well, that was Discover jumping in, but I knew it was going to go up. I just didn't realize it was going to go up that much that fast.
Hmm.
So the good news is they can't move it up again. The bad news
Gotcha.
is they jumped it up that much. But the good news is that we're already getting rent off one of the properties, so that's kind of covering
It's
the
covering
difference.
that payment. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, I love it. I love it. All right,
I
D.
went, I went ahead and took care of business, man. I mean, we put so much work into those houses since we quit collected on them, that if we lost them now, that would just be so sad.
Yeah.
But anyway, you have a good day, and thank you for calling me and being so nice.
Oh, likewise. I appreciate your time. So I will just check in, probably work towards the ending of the month just to make sure everything's copacetic and you're okay. And then if anything changes, just give me a call or shoot me a text. We'll help you out.
Okay, I
Alrighty.
will. And if you have anybody that calls you, um, if they can't handle um the payments every month to the trustee, tell them not to quit collect, just to let them sell the houses and take the equity or whatever, or to sell the houses themselves, and
Hmm.
then just take the money and invest it or do whatever. But if
Yep,
you can't handle that payment, then don't. Whatever you do not quit collect.
I got you.
And if you don't have to, don't ever bankruptcy anything
Okay, I will be sure to let them know.
because they take your credit cards. And I love my credit cards.
Got you.
And I have none now.
Well, all
And
right,
it makes me
D. I will.
have a good one.
Okay. Have a good one. Bye. All right. Ah, dang it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we got my man Anthony. Let's go, bro. Finally,
Let's go, dog. I was on mute right
get up
now,
in
huh?
here. Yeah,
What's up?
I had. Yeah, I heard you making calls. As you can see, you already know where I'm at. Wait, there we go. You know where I'm at.
Dang.
My spot right here, bro.
You at the green screen with
He
the fake background.
said the green screen. Oh my goodness,
Damn, I didn't know
that
you
is
put a
funny.
green screen in your office, Jabs.
Bro, it's hilarious. Oh, you are funny. You think this is a green screen?
Nah, it looks real.
Okay, I'm like, damn. Like, all right, look, it's a couple right here is about to walk by.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on, where they at? You about to see them? There you go.
Holograms or whatever you call it. Yeah, man.
This guy is funny. Hey man, you're late, so you got to make at least 5 calls to
Let's
warm
do it.
everybody up.
Yeah,
So
man. Yesterday nobody was answered. I think it was the AT&T thing going on. I was like, man, nobody was answering.
yeah,
But yeah, I'm gonna make some calls. I was at Home Depot right now,
uh-huh.
and 3 people hit me up, and so I gotta catch up with them. I forgot 2 of them. I gotta see what's up. One of them speaks Spanish, and my Spanish no bueno. So trying
Bro,
to.
go to Google, type in whatever you're trying to say, sound it out as best as you can. It's the thought that counts. That's what they care about.
That's
Like,
true. That's true.
so they understand if you don't speak in Spanish.
Let me
um,
see. I
how's your
got
Friday going, bro?
going good, man. I
I
can't
told
complain.
everybody I'll let you make some announcements if you have any. Um, let me put up your banner right quick. There we go. So if
Ooh,
you
yeah.
yeah, I got to say. So if you got anything that you want to announce, bro, tell me what is your how's your Friday going? What are you working on? Um, I mean, when you got up, did you feel like making calls or like what's up? Like, tell us about. Let me get
Yeah.
inside the mind of Anthony real quick. Let's step
Absolutely
into your
not.
world.
Absolutely not. I did not feel like making calls today. But that's the I wouldn't call it like the word of the year for me. Is just to stay consistent. Like consistency is what I'm like. Doesn't matter what the results are. Just hit them phones, smile and die. Or whatever that's income producing. Plan out the day before. 3 critical tasks and knock them out the next day by any means necessary, and no excuses. It doesn't matter what I got going on. Like I gotta commit to staying consistent and persistent and pursuing what I want to accomplish. So um, I did not want to wake up and make some calls today, especially after yesterday. Yesterday was kind of brutal. I was on the calls. I cold called for about 3 hours, and then I followed up for about two, and that's a little bit more than what I usually do. And the response, I just wanted to get somebody on the phone, man. And I had a couple decent calls, but you know, it was one of them days where it was like a little bit discouraging. So the next day you're like, damn, man, if I have one of them days again, you just kind of want to be like, man. And that's the double-edged sword of being an entrepreneur, is that you have the luxury of sleeping in if you want to, but that's not gonna do nothing for you. So you gotta keep on going, man, and you know, yeah, consistency is key. And as far as announcements, I mean, if you guys would be, feel so inclined to follow my podcast, REI Junkies, that would be dope. Instagram, and I got it on the what you called right here, Anthony Casa 2, because they took Casa Dos, and so somebody out there stole my name, so I had to put Casa 2. And yeah, man, follow me. I've been slacking on the content recently. I need to get back on it, man. And yeah, man, I appreciate you letting me hop on. We're gonna get these calls going in, and let's get it, dude.
Let's get it. This whole time I was talking and I was on mute.
Oh shit, are you serious? You were on the phone?
Yeah. No, I was talking to you. I'm like, yeah, bro, let's get it. Let's get it. Let's go. Trying to amp you
Oh,
up,
okay. I was
but
like,
I'm
damn,
muted.
he's over here working.
That is funny as hell. All good, bro.
Yeah, man. Yeah, bro. That's what
So
it is.
can you
What
hear
about
me
you,
like
bro?
loud and
What
clear?
kind? What? Huh?
Oh, my bad.
No, you good?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, what about you? What you got? Any announcements? What you got going on? I know you got the first Saturday with Chris and Zach going on coming up.
Yes. Yes. So I did let me stop the banner really quick. There we go. So I made the announcements. I let everybody know about the meetup that we got going on with Caleb Christopher, the creative transaction coordinator.
Yeah.
Really stand up guy, really good guy, somebody that I can't wait to work with. I'm sorry, I can't wait for him to speak in front of everyone and just give all his knowledge and just share with people, his experience and what he's doing and how he's helping like millions of investors with this TC stuff. Because not a lot of people know how to do the paperwork. They don't understand the intricates of doing these subject to deals, getting these contracts signed, like what goes into the contract,
Hmm.
and how to protect you and the seller if you ever have like these due on sale clauses or if you default or anything like that. Like it's a lot of stuff that he's going to touch on, but that's coming up. So y'all definitely want to make it there. It's March 2nd, every first Saturday of the month. We have these meetups. Zachary, Shelley, and myself and Christopher Crump, we host these meetups every single month. And every time we host it, we ask this the same question: who has not came to a meetup before? Who's all of our newcomers? And majority of the room raises their hands. So our community is growing and growing and growing. It's getting crazy. The
Yeah.
next announcement that I had made was Ben's contract that we got signed, that $12 million contract. So we're looking for a buyer right now. Like we're actively searching for buyers as we are going to be developing on that lot or on the land. So Ben raised $110,000 within 6 hours of getting the
Wow.
contract signed. Raised it at the Pace Morby's birthday meetup or birthday at his meetup. Let's just call
Oh
it the meetup.
wow. Wow.
So, and it was smart how he did it. He basically Pace had gave everybody an opportunity to like ask questions, on the mic. And so Ben was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to raise my hand. Raise his
Yeah.
hand, and there was like 700 people there. So he was like, you know what? Somebody's going to reach out to me after they hear what I have to say.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to reach out to me. And he said, I'm raising some funds. And Pace let him know, like, if you ever need funds, you got people around you, but you always want to make sure that you raise those funds before you need the money. And that was a valid point. And what happened was, like, probably 10 people had reached out to Ben, and he rushed over to me and was like, Jabs, guess what? And I'm like, what? Bro, I got the money raised, let's go. I'm like, and he came with the lady. He was like, bro, she's going to fund our deal. I just raised $110,000. And she was like,
Mm.
yes, I'm going to fund that deal. I'm like, damn, bro. It
Nice.
was crazy. It was a crazy setup, man. So
Yeah.
that's that. And then I was just showing everybody our vacant units that we're trying to get filled. And we got a potential tenant right now that just called us this morning. Ben took the call. They're looking to move forward, but they want to go walk it first before they sign any type of lease agreements and
Mm.
applications and all of that. So it's why okay, Instagram. I'm about to end this live right now. Why are y'all not engaging with me? I need comments, fire emojis. I need something. Don't just sit here quiet. I'm trying to bring value. So talk to me. This is the only way that I can really get what y'all need. Talk to me. I mean that. Talk to me. Let's go. Start typing. All right.
Yeah.
Uh okay, so we're about to get active. I know what y'all waiting on. Y'all wanna hear us make calls. All right, I get it. God damn. All right, man. I just like talking shit. I love doing it.
Same.
Y'all know I love y'all. Okay. So Anthony, if you
Yes,
want to
sir.
make the first call, well, I just got off of a call. It was a pre-foreclosure. She's filed bankruptcy, doing crazy shit. She want to keep her house, but she said she's cool with me, touching base with her every month in case something
Yeah.
happens.
Yeah. Let me. I know I had somebody reach out to me. You can go ahead first, and then. Oh, damn,
Okay.
that's the wrong number.
All righty. There we go. Cousin Skeeter, that's what I'm talking about. That's my girl right there. Interested in fixing flips in Jackson, Mississippi. Do we have anyone that would like to purchase a fix and flip in Jackson, Mississippi? I personally, not me. I don't buy out there. I'm buying in Texas, Georgia, North Carolina, and Tennessee. Primary markets only. No secondary or tertiary markets. It's just not my thing. It has to make $1,000 a month in gross cash flow. And as far as me buying cash deals, it has to be 40 to 50 cents on the dollar. I I'm not
Half
the
price
one that
bricks.
yes, I'm not the one most wholesalers would go to when it comes to like buying their deals because I'm buying at steep discounts, but it's because interest rates are still kind of like shaky a bit. If we do a refinance with a DSCR lender, our interest rates aren't going to be 5.5, six
What
percent.
is it,
It's
like
like
8 or what?
7, 8. Yeah, yeah,
Yeesh.
yeah. So yeah, Raj, what's going on? But I will say I can JV with you if it's a good deal and I can help you find a buyer. We can probably move it like today. Alrighty.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so let's go ahead and let me see if Facebook saying anything. Second chance leasing, yes. All right, my bad. I got people messaging me about this apartment. Let's see.
Yeah, me too. I got to translate. I'm texting this lady in Spanish real quick.
Okay, perfect. All right, so let me go ahead and make my next call. I know that's what the people are waiting on. There we go. Now it's got it. Shout out to my guy Niles, right quick. No, I don't think you guys know him, but he's a really good TC as well. I have him. I have him TCing my condo units right now, setting up servicing um, to make sure that the mortgage gets paid every month. And this guy, he's on it. Like all you got to
Niles is
do
the
is just
GOAT.
yeah, yeah. Shout out to him, man. Okay, I'm gonna have to share my screen so that everybody can hear the calls. You can hear me like loud and clear, right? Like I don't sound like
Yeah.
it's windy. You can't hear any wind in the background.
No, 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 no. You're
Okay.
good.
All right. Cool. So share. Here we go. Let's put her on the nurture stage, but we're gonna follow up with her in March. 1 month follow up. All right. Here we go. Yeah. Here we go.
Yeah, here we go.
All righty. Sometimes I just be making calls and I don't even read the notes. Like,
Damn. It's
can you
better
hear
when
it
you don't.
calling?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
There you go. I hear it better now.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying.
All right. It's called twice. Um. Boom. Boom.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available.
Okay, let's try this number. Nothing. I didn't hear anything. That's weird. Let's try one more time. I want to leave him a voicemail or a voice message.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Hey, Donata, it looks like you've been talking to my partner, Amanda Wynn. She told me a few days ago that you guys have filed a loan mod, and we were just checking in, just making sure that your loan mod got approved. When you get a chance, just give me a quick call back. My name is Jabs Carter. Alrighty. So I'm gonna set a follow-up call for them for later on today and tomorrow. Today at let's do 12:30. Boom. Let's go to the next person. Go ahead, Anthony.
Let's do it.
Do your thing. Let me stop sharing.
Let's do it.
Please leave your message for.
Yeah, this guy not answering.
Please leave.
Yeah, this dude right here, he was like urgent about getting an offer. And I was like, okay, let's talk about it. Let's make it happen right now. How fast can you close? I was like, I can close in 7 days. Come on, hop on the phone with me.
Yo,
And he was like,
what
oh,
happened to?
let me go talk to my partner. I'm like, what?
Oh, here we go with that.
I was like, come on, hop on the phone with me, bro. That's what I called him. That was like my fourth time calling him.
What about that lead you had? That I think it was. I know it was a Hispanic guy.
Yeah,
And he,
Ghost,
of course,
and Ghost on the other one too.
of course.
Yeah, but that one, honestly, his name is Chris. He already had a contract signed, and so I told him, I was like, if you want to, like, my goal was to try to get you some cash in your pocket. So that was the advantage of working with me.
Hmm.
And he just never answered the phone after that. Well, no, he was like, okay, send it in. I'm gonna cancel the other guy's contract. And I was like, okay, but I don't want to work, behind anybody's back. Just make sure and be, you know,
Yeah.
do the right thing basically. And then, because he wasn't giving them nothing cash to seller, and so I was like, I can give you 2K cash to seller, and then nothing. We sent in the contract, and then nothing. No response. Called him like 30 times in the next 30 days, or like next 3-4 days and shit.
Hmm. And nothing.
Nothing, bro. Weird. Weird, man. I was like, it's okay if we like just let me know, that way I'll stop working on the deal, dog.
Right.
I'm gonna hit him up again. Fuck it. Let's see. Let's call him right now.
Yeah. Let's hit him.
Let's hit him. Now that you reminded me. I'll be like, hey man, Chris. And then so what he does is he answers it.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
So he forwarded it this time, but sometimes he answers it and lets it like sit silent. It's weird.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Following up is brutal, huh?
Oh yeah, for sure.
No, I had another one going on.
All right. So I was messaging a tenant or a potential tenant on Facebook.
Hmm.
I'm trying to get these units vacated by like this Saturday. I mean, not vacated, occupied by this Saturday.
Mm.
So I'm doing everything because I got investors. I got their money in these deals. I got to make sure that they're getting their returns. I
Heck
have
yeah.
to fulfill my obligation.
Right.
Alrighty.
Right. Yeah. I'm gonna just put this thing on cold call because I gotta organize these couple leads that I got going on. So while I do that,
Do your
I'm
thing, bro.
and then I'll just have it silent, and if somebody answers, I'll turn it up.
Okay.
That way.
Hello.
Hey, what's going on, Leonard? This is Jav. Calling
Hey,
from my
how's it going?
it's good, man. That's good. I'm calling from my work phone, so that's probably
Okay.
why the number showed up different. Did y'all ever end up doing anything with Electra Street?
Uh, yeah, we just doing it out of you know, pocket right now, man. That's what she wanted to do. So, because no one really, you know, came with anything that we was kind of she was looking for. So,
Got you. Like as
I
far as
think
an
it's
offer?
I well, yeah, as far as an offer, that's what it was. It was majority of the offers. It just wasn't good.
You know what she
Uh,
was trying to get?
I'm not for sure what she was trying to get. It was just like what it was just word of what people like, just the offers that was thrown out there. It just didn't sound right. You know, it was less than market price for the house. Like it was just trying to throw. It was really low balling. So it
Yeah.
was just like nah. Yeah, it was. Yeah,
That was
some of
like
them was in the. Yeah.
what you thinking? It was around that 50, 60 range.
It was actually like 40-30 range, dude.
Okay. I'm gonna tell you why. Like, and I'm just because I know how developers are. So most of those people that's probably offering 30 to 40, those are they're either they're fixing flippers and they're trying to make 30 to 40 thousand dollar profit, or they're the developer who's trying to make 60 to maybe $80,000 in profit. What the goal was for the developers, they're gonna have to basically demo that property and rebuild on it, and they're trying to buy that land value. So if the lots around the area are selling for 30 to 40 thousand, and they see that, that's what their offer is going to be, because they know
Okay.
they got to tear it down. It's going to cost maybe 8 to 10 grand to tear it down, and then over $120,000 to build on it, just to build a whatever that house across the street sold for. Because I know that one's a
Yeah.
new build. So
Yeah,
that's
that was
what,
a new bill.
yeah, yeah. So that's why those numbers are coming in that 30 to 40 range. I thought at least maybe 50, 60. But
Yeah, you was shooed up there. I'm like, nah.
yeah,
Yeah, it was actually it was some Spanish guys that came through, and then it was some other people, but we was like, nah, it was two by two, and two people came through. It was just two offers actually. So we kind of just told them that we'll think about it. Uh, but yeah, we're not going to call them back for certain. We just
uh,
we just said that, but yeah, the situation, man, is that uh, I mean, it's still a house. It's
right.
not condemned. You know,
Hmm.
it's definitely a need to fix her upper. I believe you've seen that.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, so we just didn't want to go 30,000. It's that was just a low ball for us, considering that you know we could online Zillow it says 90 some thousand. You feel me? So
Hmm.
um, so that's where we're at right now with that. We're just kind of doing some remodeling, pulling out of pocket and doing it kind of out of our own pocket. own money, our money. Um, I tried to do I haven't tried to open up a line of credit at the bank or anything. I'm just doing it out of my pocket right now.
Do you
So
just be real with me? Do you want to do it out your own pocket?
no,
Okay. Look, this why I asked that.
no,
This why I asked that
no.
because
I'd
I
rather
feel like
save my money.
yeah, I feel like me and you, we boys, and like I don't have to, talk like a salesman and none of that. But
Right.
this is why I'm asking because if you're down to do something like this, where we just
Hmm.
like how we originally were going to do it, but we partner on the deal and just do like a quick fix and flip, right? So this is how it would look. Instead of you coming out of your own pocket, I would have my private lenders. I'll have them come in and we'll leverage their funds. I'll tell them, hey, it's gonna cost this much to fix the house up. We're gonna probably add an extra bedroom in there because I think it's a what is it, a two bed?
Yes, it's a
Yeah. So we'll have to add an extra bedroom and an extra bathroom, make it a 3-2. We'll have to add a little bit more square footage on there so that now we can compare our house to the other 3 bed, 2 baths in that area. We wouldn't even have to tear it down. Now it's gonna take some work, probably 60,000, but that won't come from your end. That'll come from my private investors. We would get a hard money loan on the house, and they'll make us put down like 25%. That money won't come from your end. It'll come from my guys. And so what will happen is if you want to if you want to flip it, what we'll do is we'll bring in our guys and let them go in and do all the construction work. They'll rehab it. And then if you have an agent, we can list it with your agent or we can list it with mine, obviously. But it'll what here's where I'm going. I'm trying to save money on your end, but I'm also trying to get myself into the deal as well. Because that you do that property, it's it's gonna take some work. It's gonna take 60, maybe 70 to fix it up. And that's a lot of money.
yeah,
Plus you also have to add extra square footage on there to make it comparable to the other houses that surrounds your property that's built like yours, same year build, same style, same everything. So
yeah.
instead of
See, right now, then I already put like 10,000 on the inside. Like
okay,
I did the cleaning up the floors, patching up the walls. You know what I'm saying? So far as with the hot water heater and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I wanted to start from the inside out. I thought that was my personal opinion. I mean, maybe I should have started on the outside. I don't know. He was like outside the inside, outside the inside. I'm like, well, fuck it, start on the outside, make it beautiful on the inside, and it'll carry to the outside shit. So
yeah,
you
yeah,
know what I'm saying. So yeah. Then the next thing we're gonna do the painting and everything. But like you said, maybe I can do it for 60,000, 50,000. Now that I done put at least off. I done put $10,000 to $15,000 of my own money going on the inside, just kind of patching things up, getting it together, really just trying to rent it out. But if you can do that with your lenders, and we can do maybe a collateral, we can go into business together. We can go ahead and try to do that. I think he was telling me something about some kind of rental. And I go in with you on it, man. We could go down the middle, bro. With the profit. I think he was trying to say we need some fire extinguishers in there.
oh
What
yeah,
he said something about he was
that
telling
was
me
if
something like,
we yeah, that was if we tear it down, rebuild on it, and turn it into a group home situation.
yeah. What do you think? I split it with you. I mean, you can get it started up. That can be some money, but like you said, someone to have to run that house. I'm not gonna be. I'm not gonna be able to. Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, we can't flip it. Yeah, that's some shit. I'm just thinking about that too. Yeah, 'cause somebody got to monitor them people, right?
Yes. Yeah. You will have to have somebody. Are you talking about
Yeah.
the rehab, or are you talking about like the group home
What
situation?
was we gonna what was we was talking about the rehab, or was it the for the Green Oaks people?
Yep. 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 So what we were going to do was tear the house down, rebuild on it, and we were going to turn it into a group home. And the reason why is because what we wanted to do was add 2 extra bedrooms and make it a 4-2 so that we can have more space. More space means more beds. More
Right.
beds means more money. It's now we're cash flowing. Now we have operators who can operate the property so that we don't have to operate it. I'm not an operator. I'm the one who structures all of this stuff. You get what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So that was an option that we had. Now that's gonna take a little bit longer because if we tear it down, rebuild on it, it's gonna take some time. Now
So
if we
we'll
do the
definitely, if we go that route, we'll definitely have to tear it down, right?
yes,
No remodel. Okay.
right.
Okay. The second option. What's that?
The second one is we go in here and we just basically we flip it. We partner up and we flip it. You wouldn't have to use
Okay.
your money. I would come in with the hard money lender. They give me a down
Mm.
payment. They give me their terms to put the down payment down, and they let me know, hey, this is how much you have to give us to give you the hard money loan.
Yeah.
Let's say
What's
they
the
give us
interest on that 60
um
or 50? What would be the interest? What would they? How much would they want back from that?
they probably would charge like 12% interest monthly.
Okay.
I'm sorry, 12%.
Monthly.
Yeah, 12%. So 50,000. Let's just do some quick numbers right quick. 50 grand times 12%. That's 6,000 a year. Actually, they may give us. I would have to talk to my hard money lender because this we're technically not buying the house from you. We're partnering with you. So I would have to talk to them and see, hey, what kind of terms would y'all do if we come in and borrow, X amount of dollars, and they'll let me know
Right.
what interest rate they'll charge us, and then once we get those terms back, the length, how long they're going to allow us to borrow it, because we want to get in and out. We want to stay in there for no longer than like 6 months max. That's it. No longer than that. Try to do it within 3 months, but 6 months is kind of like a typical term um, for like fix and flips. So once I talk to him and let him know the situation, hey, this is what we want to do. We want to partner up with each other. I'll bring the funds to the table. The name still remains in y'all's name. I'm sorry, the title still remains in y'all name. We may just add ourselves on there as well, just so that we can show ownership. And then they'll say, okay, cool. We'll give you X amount of dollars, but you have to bring 25 or 20% down. That's what they're going to tell me. You,
Hmm.
Jabs, you got to bring 20 to 25% down. That's what they call skin in the game. And once I bring that 20 to 25% down, we go ahead and close. They wire the funds over, and then we get started with the project. I would be
And
the
then we
one.
can
Go ahead. Go ahead.
go ahead. No, no, I'm following you. I'm just saying because once we get the funds, we can pay them back within the you can say about 3 to 6 months. We can go ahead and flip it, whatnot, and you get your share, and everybody get their money back. Right?
100%.
Okay. So with that going, with that being said, we do we do that, and then okay, so okay, yeah, that makes sense, man. So you say you got to find out what the number, how long they want it, how long the terms, and
Yeah, they'll let me know what's the terms, like the interest rate they're going to charge, and they're also going to let me know the length of term. So 6 months, 12 months, however long they're going to allow me to borrow the funds
mhm.
when we have to pay them back. And once I get that information, then I can let you know, hey, I'll give you an analysis of the property, meaning I'll let you know how much it's worth once we fix it up, how much we can sell it for, the rehab cost, and the potential profit.
And we also need to kind of find. I need to find out how much that house across the street's going for.
hmm I can find that
Yeah,
out.
that'll be yeah. Then we can if we yeah okay yeah. Sound like a sound like a plan to me. Yeah, just find out the terms of the lending, the borrowing, and then find out what the house is worth once we fix it up, and we'll go from there.
All right, man. I got you.
All right, Jazz.
I will
Appreciate it,
do
brother.
that. Okay, no problem. Talk to you soon.
All right.
All right. Boom.
Yeah, that was good.
Let's go, bro. That's how I
That was
pitch
good.
novations.
Nice. Nice.
That's how I pitch novations.
That was really good.
I don't even know how to do novations. That ain't my thing.
You just know you gotta
But
split it with the seller.
yeah, bro, that's
Yeah.
that's it. That's it. So this guy, he actually reached out to me on Facebook. Let me stop sharing my screen so y'all can see my face real quick. All right, there we go. He actually reached out to me on Facebook and said, "Hey, I got a couple houses I'm trying to sell, and I'm also trying to help my mom sell a house too.
Oh wow.
Or we can figure out what we can do with it. We want to turn it into like a long-term investment." So I
Mm.
gave him different options, and we were going to originally tear the house down, rebuild on it, and then once we rebuild on it, we were going to do like a group home situation. We were going to make it
Okay.
a 4-2, like 2,000, 2,200 square feet. And bro, it was going to be like a huge house, like a nice one. But
Where's
I
this
think
at?
it's in South Dallas.
Oh, okay.
I think
Nice.
it's right by Fair Park, like in that area. Is that
Yeah.
South Dallas?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. South Side is the realest.
Yeah. That,
But
that
yeah,
looks,
bro, this is a hot lead. Let me go ahead and update my notes.
that's pretty good, man. Great call. And for
Appreciate
those
that.
of you, for the people that doesn't know what an ovation is, what you want to give them a quick rundown of it? Probably people out there confused.
Oh yeah. So pretty much, okay. Let me see. Easy peasy. You did that. I appreciate that. There we go. All right. So pretty much, so there's two different um definitions of novation, at least from my understanding. The first one is the one that the Novation King does, which is he'll go in and instead of him doing what I'm about to do, which is go in there and do the work and split the profits with the seller, what he's about to do, I'm sorry, what the Novation King does is he goes in there and he basically negotiates the price from what they originally asked. He get them down, you know, to make it to make some leave some room for him to make profit. So, for example, if the house is worth 200 fixed up and it doesn't really need a lot of work, he knows no investors are going to buy the house. You need an FHA buyer or a conventional buyer, somebody who, a homestead buyer, somebody that want to take out a loan and purchase the house.
Mm.
So he'll get you down from 200,000 to like maybe 170, maybe 160.
Mm-hmm.
We know investors, if you're buying a house that's worth 200, we're nowhere near 160, 170, not even 180. So
Mm.
what he does is he gets you from 200, gets you down to like 160, 170 maybe. He covers the closing, he covers commissions, all of that, and he takes whatever's on top.
Okay.
Anything that's on top of 160 minus closing and commissions, he keeps that. So he
Okay.
can make 15, he can make $20,000, whatever the profit is. The thing is he's not actually going in there and doing any type of rehab.
He's just selling it to a buyer that has traditional funding.
That is correct. So
Okay.
it's not the traditional 30-day close. It might be 60 days, depending on the type of buyer he's working with. He'll throw it on the market. That's the part that I missed out. I
Ah.
left out.
Okay.
So
Okay.
he'll
Okay. That's key. Yeah.
yeah he'll list the house on the market, so that he can get obviously the highest and best offer.
Okay.
And these are, like I said, these are homestead buyers. These are people that actually want to live in this property, not investors. You're not going to have
Okay.
investors coming in and paying 160 for a house that's worth 200. Unless
Right.
it's like
Oh
a lot
wow.
of cash flow. Yeah. So what
Is
I'm
he
going
a
to do,
realtor though?
no, he's not a realtor. He
So
is
he
not a
just
realtor.
uses a broker's or what does he do? He lists it with an agent after he wholesales it to.
Yeah, that is correct. So he would hire an agent and have them listed on the market. Now, if he was an agent, obviously he wouldn't have to hire another agent.
Right. But
Give me a
hold on.
shout
I'm
about your
confused
everything.
though. I'm confused though. So damn, I'm learning something too, bro. So like he gets it under contract, okay? And when you get it under contract, what's his next move? Because he's not an agent, so does he list it on the market? So he has to like, how does that look like between him and an agent? Like they do a JV or what?
I,
They can't.
maybe we can get him on the call.
That's wild.
Maybe I can get the Novation King on the call. That way he can like actually break it down. Let me see if I can hit him up right quick and see if I can get him on here.
Wow.
Give me a quick second.
All right.
Where is Novation King? Here he is.
But as far as like the initial process, you get it under contract and then you figure out the exit strategy. You just got to know the spread on your end.
Right.
You got to know your MAO, and then from there, the paperwork is the
Exactly.
paperwork.
Yeah,
Okay.
you just want to make sure that you cover, closing costs and commissions. You want to get that out of there, just so that you can
From what it
know
would
what
list on the
spread.
market.
Yes. Okay. So I know yesterday people were having problems making
Please
outbound
leave your
calls,
message.
but oh, okay, all right, we're good. Give me just a quick second.
All right.
See if I can get him up here real quick.
Got a whole bunch of people texting me.
Yeah, I got folks hitting me up right now too. I'm like, oh damn it! Like my hard money lender, he just called me a
Right.
few seconds ago.
Hello. Hold on. Let me take this one.
Man. Hey, Mello, I'm at Texas Live. Come up. Pull up, bro. Pull up right now. Google up or put in your GPS, Texas Live. It's in Arlington. Damn it. I think Rich Wonders is busy right now. All good. All right. That's my boy, though. I'm speaking on stage with him next month. So, but anyway, so what I'm about to do, yeah, smile and dial. Let's get it. So, what I'm about to do is this is the second definition of novation. Um, so pretty much what I pitched him was we're going to partner. I'm not going to buy this property from you. We're going to partner on this deal. Your name stays on title. If for whatever reason my hard money lender says, hey, your name have to go on title or whatever, that's if I go the hard money route. If I take out a hard money loan versus a private money lender, private money loan.
Okay.
I go to the hard money lender. They're going to say, hey, we need to see your name on title, yada yada. I add my name on there. Cool.
For their security or what?
Yes.
Okay.
So that in case we don't make a payment or if we default, they can go ahead and take the property, and it's
Okay.
in our name. But what I'm doing is I'm going in here and I'm helping this guy. I'm going to go in there and literally do all of the construction that needs to be done to this house, and me and the seller, we're going to split the profits at the end.
Right.
So now y'all might ask, well, if you're making an investment, are you getting your investment back then profiting? Yes. So if it costs us 50K, 60K to fix this house up, that's coming out. That 50 to $60,000, that comes out of the sales price. Like, hey, I have to make sure that I get my initial investment back plus my profit. We can do a profit split of 70-30. You get 70, I get 30. We can do 60-40, or we can do 50-50.
Right.
But I must make my $60,000 investment back. That has to go back to my private lender. We can't skip that. I got to make sure that they get that back. So, and it might be a deal where I don't have to go to a hard money lender. All I can probably go in and just I can maybe have maybe one of my Instagram followers will let me borrow 50, 60K for like 6 months, and I'll just be paying interest only payments to them.
Right.
But essentially, all I'm doing is I'm going in here, I'm partnering with the seller, with the owner. I'm just partnering with him. I'm fixing up the house. Once we fix it up, we list it on the market, we sell it, we split the profits after my initial investment is paid back. That's all we're doing.
Yeah.
It's a pretty simple process.
Yeah. So I'd imagine, because I know Christian Hernandez, he prefers not to do novation two ways. Not having, like, it's got to be.
Cut you off. Do you hear any music in the background?
A little bit, but barely. It's all good.
Okay. All right.
Like it's not even. It's real subtle. but he doesn't like doing ovations for like he likes doing ovations, but they can't have these two things in it, right? He can't have the it be owner occupied, so it's got to be if it's tenant, that's fine, right? So you can kick out tenants or whatever. But like doing the renovations while it's owner occupied is a nightmare in itself. And then what's the other reason? Oh, it's got to be like a light rehab. It can't be like nothing full gut, right? Is that what kind of you got going on too? Like from what you understand about innovations?
So we if even if it is a full gut, we can still do it.
Okay.
We just have to obviously raise the funds to do it. And if the spread is there, then yeah, like let's go ahead and do this
Yeah,
thing.
I guess that is spread dependent on in that.
Yep,
Okay.
yep.
Yeah, that makes sense. But if somebody's at the point of innovation, it's just cutting the numbers. You got to run the numbers right. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, yeah. I like it. I like it, but it's not something I know too much about, so that's
Hmm.
something I would like hand off for sure. All right.
All right, all right. Let's get it, bro. But yeah, innovations are pretty cool. Once you get, I think if you get a few of them in there, then it'll be it'll be really really simple, and you'll
Right.
kind of get the value out of doing these deals where you don't have to go and get approved for a hard money loan, depending on the amount, because you don't want to do a $100,000 rehab and you borrow those funds from a private lender and there's no spread in there. Like it wouldn't make any
Mm.
sense.
Yeah.
Uh, but if there is enough spread, that's why I want to get an analysis on this deal,
Hmm.
because if there's no meat on the bone, there's no point of me doing this. Like if he's only going to make like 10K after the profits or after the splits, it doesn't make any sense to do that. But if we're both making like 50, 60 grand a piece, all right, let's do it. Let's do it. So
Yeah.
he'll appreciate it too.
Please
I heard
leave
you
your
making a call. So
No, that's all good. Keep going.
all right.
I thought it was gonna answer.
Oh, all right, man. It feels good out here today.
I need some new headphones now.
Follow up with him on Monday.
That's a good call, man. Good call. So he hit you up, so that's a real good lead.
Yeah,
You
he
got
hit me
automatic
up.
trust.
He hit me up, and this was like 6 months ago.
Yeah.
And I usually nurture people like that. I just put them on nurture. Hey, you obviously showed interest. I'm gonna keep hitting you up once a month. All
Nice.
right. Okay, we got 4 people on my YouTube. All right, cool. How many
What
on
up, people?
Instagram? I got 3. So, do I really have 3 people that's viewing, or do I have more? Because it shows like a lot of people like commenting, but it's more than the number that
Mm.
pops up on here. So I'm confused.
Shit, I have no idea. I've never gone live on
Oh,
these
on Instagram.
on these
Got you.
things. I've gone live just on Instagram, but not with like Riverside or Streamyard. So I don't even know what your interface looks like. To be honest, I guess it does it because you remember how Riverside look like for our podcast. Do you remember? Does it look the same?
Say that
Similar?
one more time.
Remember, because I use Riverside. Remember,
Hmm.
for our podcast, did it look the same? Like your interface now on Streamyard, does it look the same as the Riverside one?
I don't. You know what? I don't.
You don't
I might have
remember?
to get back on there. Yeah, I don't remember.
Because I know Streamyard got like a countdown.
Yeah,
Riverside
I
just
did
goes
the
live.
I did the countdown. Um, hold on. Give me a second. Oh man, that's it.
Yeah, making them cold calls, man. I'm gonna do my follow ups a little later because I'm a little disorganized. I was gonna organize them last night, but I fell asleep.
Uh huh.
I'm so bad, bro. Because I'm a pencil to pen type person. Like I need to get better at like writing more notes into my CRM. I'm
Oh,
working on it though.
bro, 100%. With no notes, you don't know anything.
Right.
Like, yeah.
Yeah. So what I do is I write it down on paper, and then at the end of the day, I'll update the CRM, which is kind of dumb. But I just think of it like in the moment. I'm like, man, I'm wasting time typing and plus when my CRM be acting slow, it just so I just like writing it down better, bro.
Dang, this lady is blowing me up about this this rental. This is crazy.
Yeah, that's what's up. She needs a crib.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. All right, let's get back on some calls. You got anybody picking up over there?
No, not really.
Nothing.
Um,
Oh, I can add some background music on here, bro. What? Let me see what this sounds like. Hey, you can hear that?
yeah.
Hey, bro, this is dope. StreamYard. Hey, you gotta
I
come
might
to
have to switch
StreamYard,
to
bro.
StreamYard,
Come
dog.
to StreamYard, bro.
Yeah, I might have to.
Come over to StreamYard. All right. So for y'all that are tuning in tonight, we are going to. No, I'm just kidding. All right, man. I like this. I like this. All right. I'm about to start getting jiggy with this stuff. All right. All right. All right.
Yeah.
So who next? Who's next? Hey, Instagram, Facebook. Does anybody have any leads that they want us to call right now? We will lock y'all leads up live.
Lock them up like last week.
Kyle, what's up, bro? You got some leads you want us to call? I know you're gonna say no, but I'm gonna ask anyway.
Yeah.
All right, all right, all right. Let me go ahead and
So,
share my
hey,
screen again.
while we're calling, do you want to know a tenant horror story?
Yes.
So for my first sub 2 deal, got a tenant in there. And we're doing tenant applications. We thought we picked the right guy. He was a dentist, making $400K a year, like going through a divorce. So I was like, all right, cool. It's pretty secure. He's a dentist, he's a professional, makes a whole lot of money. He's not gonna miss no payments. We're good, you know. Turns out, long story short, I started getting these emails from the HOA because it's a condominium, and he didn't even live there. It was his daughter. So we had to go through the eviction process. It was a freaking
Hello?
nightmare, dog.
Hey, Miss Dorsey,
Yes.
can you hear me loud and clear? This is Jabs. You were talking to my
You getting
partner
on?
Amanda. I think y'all were discussing about a loan mod.
I don't know who you are. No.
Yeah, I'm Jabs. I'm partners with Amanda Wynn. She told me that you filed a COVID release and you guys supposed to kind of catch up like a few days, but she kind of stepped out the office for a few days, so I want to step in and see if you got that taken care of.
Oh, I am waiting for the bank to give me a call today and let me know.
Okay, got you. And just for my notes, you are looking to remain in the home, correct?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, okay. I'll put that in the notes and I'll let Amanda know. That's the only reason
All
that I
right.
was calling.
No problem. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. All right. I don't know who you are. Okay, my bad. My bad.
That's hilarious. What? So where are your leads coming from? Is it all Texas or?
So this one it was in Georgia. So we got Texas, Georgia, North Carolina, and Tennessee. We have I had a VA that was basically pulling the leads directly from the county.
Oh, okay. Wow.
It was a tedious process, so we had them
Yeah.
doing that. But now I got my guy. He's sending over the leads like every month. He'll just send it over, and pretty much we're doing what you're doing, cold calling.
Nice.
And then I had the team. They will cold call, make sure that we get somebody that wants to sell or somebody that wants to do a loan mod. People that want to stay in their homes, we'll help them out. Hey, here are your options. Actually,
Yeah.
I can show y'all real quick. If y'all don't know the 5 ways to stop a foreclosure, here they are. 1, catch up the arrears. 2, loan modification. 3, Chapter 13 bankruptcy. I don't
Oof.
recommend it, but hey. 4, mortgage assistance program, and then number 5, sell your home. So we give them different options, see what's the best fit for them, and then we'll have a lead manager. They'll basically set up the appointment for the closer to go
Nice.
ahead and close it if they want to sell. If they want to keep
Wow.
it, we just keep them on a follow up, continue to help them out. Hey, just checking in, making sure everything's good. I'm not having a 10, 30-minute conversation with them if they want to keep the house. It's no point because they're trying to keep it. But we will guide them on keeping their home, on you know, how to apply for a loan mod and how to apply for mortgage assistance, how to file for Chapter 13 bankruptcy, all of that stuff.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice, bro. Dang. So you got all of Georgia, huh?
Yeah.
Nice.
All right.
That's what I want to move to too, because it's similar. Not move to like physically, but like I want to start marketing to Georgia as well, because they're like on the same time as not time zone, but like the same. They run things similar to Texas, from what I've heard. They have their auction every first Tuesday of the month. Man, nobody's answering, bro. That's crazy.
Nobody picking up.
Nobody, bro.
Smile and dial. Just smile and dial.
Like, yeah,
They don't answer. Keep smiling. Keep dialing.
yeah. Yeah, man. Right now, I'm just in all of the major cities in Texas. Just the 3 major cities: San Antonio, Houston, and Dallas.
Dallas. Let's get it. All right. So let me share my screen again so that we can finish these calls. I'm about to
You said North Carolina or South Carolina?
North Carolina.
Yeah, that's a landlord-friendly state versus South Carolina's not, right?
Mm-hmm. No, both landlord friendly.
You have reached the voicemail for Audrey Major. Please leave your name and number at the tone, and I will return your call as soon as possible. Thank you for calling, and have a great day.
Hey, Miss Audrey,
Yes.
what is going on? This is Jabs. My partner Ben, he stepped out the office. He wanted me to step in, see if you guys ever end up doing anything with the property on Summer Star.
Yes, we did.
Okay,
We
y'all sold
were
it?
keeping the property.
You say you're keeping it?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. Well, I know his feelings are going to be hurt about this one. He told
Sorry.
me.
Yeah. We were keeping the property and we were able to make the payment.
Oh, okay. So you guys caught up the arrears and everything.
Yeah.
Made the payment. Post. Okay.
Yep.
I love it. I love it. All righty. So
Thank you.
you want us to remove you from the list or just touch base like
Yes, please.
maybe every 3 months?
No, just remove us from the list.
All righty. I appreciate
Thank you.
you. Okay.
Bye.
Damn, that's gonna hurt Ben's feelings. He was
What,
looking
she
forward
got
to
she
this
got
personal property.
reinstated?
Yeah, it looks like that's what she just said.
Yeah.
I want to actually show you this house, man. This one looks good too. Bam. This is it. Oh wait, you can't see it. God
No,
dang
I
it.
can't
Hold
see
on.
it.
I'm over here like, bam, here you go. Present. Where is it at? Stop sharing that. Share my entire screen. Oh no. I can do that right there. Boom. Okay, can you see it now?
Yeah.
Bam. There you go. Right
El
here.
Frisco.
Yeah. Property was damn near worth $1 million.
Sheesh.
We were gonna
What do
take
y'all
it
do
over
with
stuff
those?
too.
What do y'all do with those? Okay. Because I run into those sometimes. Most of the times their arrears are freaking insane, though.
Yeah. Let me check something right quick to see what we could do. Um, payment standards.
And then when like it's in a gated community, I automatically like, like not, I'm not interested in it, just because I think like with those big homes you got to do something where it's like Airbnb or something,
Yeah. So you
But
can do some alternative exit strategies, group home, assisted living, past splits, sober living, stuff
depending on the
like that.
area.
Yeah, depending on the area, and obviously some other uh, features that the property has to have in order for it to qualify for a group home or sober living past split type of thing.
Nice.
I know a lot of people do like the co living spaces now. That's kind of hot as of right now. Let me see
That's
where
pad
is
split, no?
kind of past split. They're basically splitting up the house into rooms. Like you got to add extra. You're gonna have to pay for like to add like 5 extra bedrooms inside of the house. 75034 75034. So I'm trying to check to see. Oh man, I don't even think. Hold on. What about Frisco payment standards?
Damn, you getting people to answer. I am not.
I don't know why, bro.
Maybe it's a bad number. Am I calling? Hold on.
Okay. You may have a bad number.
Man, because I know the other day I was calling Houston leads from a San Antonio and I wasn't getting a good pickup rate. Let me try
It might be
something.
your call my phone and let me see what pulls up.
Okay. Yeah, now it's when I act all slow and stuff.
Dang. Well, she don't want to sell anyway, so I'll remove her from the list. Should I remove her or should I keep her? Just in
I would
case.
say if it was a loan mod, keep her. I would probably because you never know, bro. There's a foreclosure.
Yep.
Because
So
like I keep the
nurture.
people that like got loan mods for sure because you have to be on time with those payments.
Yeah.
And if they miss like if they're a day late on one of those payments, it automatically jumps back to foreclosure. So, but she said she reinstated, so I don't know. It's kind of hit or miss there.
Yeah.
Oh, ain't
But the
no
crazy part is, here's the crazy part, bro. She called us.
really.
She we got her through. Let me show you. Let me show you right quick. Let me show you how we got her. Like, wait, what? Boom. Share. Okay, you see where it says source?
Mm.
What does that say?
SEO.
Yes, Google search SEO.
Yeah.
Here is where she found us. Stop. She called this number.
Okay.
Stop my foreclosure.
Oh
She came
damn.
to us.
Ah.
She called us. You filled out this form. We didn't reach out to you. You filled this form out and told us that you wanted to save or you wanted to sell your house. You're going through foreclosure. You're behind. Yada yada. So we got like an SEO thing going, a
Nice.
little campaign. It's like pay per lead.
Okay.
It's not pay per click. It's pay per lead. So
Okay.
each time someone submits a form, we get charged for it.
Ah.
And I think when someone calls this phone number, we get charged something like that. But each time someone clicks, they submit it, we pay like $17, $20, $50, just depending.
Damn, you got a lot of marketing channels. That's what's up.
Yeah, bro. So
SEO. You don't have PPC, right?
no, not yet. This is similar to PPC.
Right. Oh, I guess it is PPC, right? But it just charges you different, right?
Yeah,
I don't know about that world, honestly. To.
we can get into it, bro, for sure. For sure.
Um,
All right,
I just know
Alex.
smile and dial, bro. I know how to door knock too. I ain't gonna lie. Door knock's cool.
So I got someone on Instagram. They said, "What's up, fellas? Question: Do you all absolutely never leave voicemails for sellers? What about
Never.
agents? I know some agents prefer and respond better to text. That's a really good question. So I do leave voice messages. Um, I only leave them to like urgent leads. If it's not urgent, I don't leave it. If it's urgent, like if it's a warm lead, hot lead, something like that, warm or people who's like, they're ready to go in like 14 days, some maybe 30 days or whatever, I'll leave a voice message. But for the ones that they're like they're nurtures, we're just following up, just touching base, seeing where they're at. I don't leave voice messages because they're not hot. They're not ready to go right now.
Mm,
So that was a really good question.
that is.
But for pre-foreclosures, yes, every single one of them you want to leave voice messages.
Okay. That's it. Okay. Nice.
You want
So,
to double dial, leave a voice message, leave a text message. People busy. They're busy throughout the day. Hey Maya, this girl, she's clumsy. She got some videos on Instagram. That shit be making me laugh. Oh my goodness. Like she was walking by a tree and just fell out of nowhere. That girl is funny. But when you're dealing with pre-foreclosures, you definitely want to wait. I thought I was sharing my screen, but I'm not. But you definitely want to make sure that you are leaving voice messages to the people that are in pre-foreclosure. But the ones that's like, if they're not like hot leads, if they're not ready to go right now, if y'all are not on the same page as far as numbers, I wouldn't leave a voice message. They gotta be they gotta be serious sellers, like serious. So
I
I think that was a
I
good question.
probably need to switch it up then. Um, but a lot of times in pre foreclosures, their voicemail box is full.
Hmm.
Um, and so you can't leave a voice message on everything. But for me, what I've been doing, just if they say their name, like if you know it's their number, so I won't do everyone, but I'll do a chunk of them. I probably say like out of every one I'm calling, I'll probably leave a voice message for like 30% of all people. But like I'm doing it just to where like say the lead's name is whatever Rebecca, and it's like hey it's Rebecca, leave me a message. Boom.
Uh-huh.
Then I know that if it matches the name on the lead, then I know it's her. So like I'll you know. But you're probably right though. I probably do need to do all the voicemails
Hmm.
for all of them. It's just
Yeah, Andre, I thought it was pretty funny. She did all that work and didn't even move forward. It's all it's leads, it's sellers. That's how they are. So
yeah.
I'm gonna keep her in the CRM just because I feel like at some point she might be like, you know what, screw this house. I'm ready to go ahead and just part ways with it. So I'm gonna
Yeah,
put her in as a nurture.
yeah, that's a good point. Because like whenever they're going through pre foreclosures, they're probably most likely going through other distress situations. So anything can happen in
Hmm.
a short period of time.
That's right. I mean, whoops. So no, I'm not in Cali. Um, I ended up telling the lead I'm just gonna fax over the contract because I just didn't want to I wanted to go to Cali, but it was gonna be like a quick turnaround trip. So I said rather than waste all that time and being away from my babies and all of that, I'll just fax over the contract and have him fax it over once he signed it. Just to make everything like more efficient and trying to save a lot of time.
Yeah,
But I did want to go to Cali. I made a quick decision. I'm replying to somebody's comment on Instagram.
yeah. Let's see.
Instagram, if y'all get a chance, hop on over here to YouTube and subscribe to my channel. I just dropped it in the comment section. So y'all subscribe to my channel, youtube.com/jabs underscore Carter 84. Sorry. Let me delete that and redo it. I'm trying to juggle like 50 things at once. There you go, right there. So y'all hop on over there, subscribe to the channel. I drop a lot of comment content, really, really good content. Every Friday, myself and Anthony will be going live calling sellers. Probably around 10:30, maybe 11. Um, More than likely, I'll start at 10:30, and if Anthony has to do some projects, he'll hop in at 11 o'clock. We'll do maybe an hour 30 minutes worth of calls, kind of go over some Q&A, some just some stuff to make sure that we're bringing value to you guys because we love y'all, and we want to do deals with y'all. That's the reason why we're doing this. We want to do more deals with everyone that follows us, everyone that believes in us, that supports us. We want to do deals with you. If you haven't done a deal and you are like an action taker, hit us up in our DMs and let us know, hey, I'm ready to take action. I need, I just need some guidance or something like that. But once you send that DM, just be prepared to work. We don't do freebies. Like you have to work. Nobody's going to do the work for you. When it comes to pulling lists, skip tracing, all of that stuff is easy. But getting on the phones with the sellers, that's the hard part. That's the part that you have to put in. So be expecting that whenever you guys send us a DM. So, and if you guys need help with navigating your conversations with sellers, hit us up about that as well. That stuff is really, really simple. You're just having a like a genuine conversation with these people and just trying to help them out, get them out of their situations. If there is no situation, well, obviously there's no pain, so there's some type of gain. At that point, now you have to gain their trust to do business with you and figure out how you guys can be a fit so that you can do a deal. Sales, I'm very, very good at sales. I understand the concept. I understand like the intricate thinking, the critical thinking of sales. Like you have to be really, really good at sales in order to close these deals. If you're not good at sales, you may want to join a mentorship. That's what I did. I joined Pace's mentorship. I'm not promoting him by any means, but once I joined his mentorship, my sales skills level is just skyrocketed because I listen to him and I understand why he does what he do, why he say what he says, and it just becomes like natural. And you don't want to sound salesy when you're talking to people. You don't want to be pushy. At least that's my style. I'm not the pushy type. I don't want to push people to sell to me. Actually, I want to push them away. Like, nah, you don't need to sell this. Don't sell it. Why don't you do that? Try this. Do that. Instead of, hey, let me buy your house. I can offer you this. I can offer you that. That's what everybody else is doing. I want to stay away from that. So if y'all need help with any of that shit, let us know. Come to us. That's what we're here for.
Yeah.
You're going to see a lot of gurus talking and telling you what to do, yada, yada. Go, not subscribe, but go and join their mentorship program and all of this stuff. If you don't have the funds for it, don't do it. What I did was I joined a team and we got a loan. We took out like a big ass business loan for over $225,000. Now we did some dumb shit with the money, like put our own funds into a rehab project that costed us 80,000, which was very stupid of us. But those were growing pains. But that's when we joined the mentorship. So I was actually blessed to get inside of the sub two community. I didn't have to use any of my own money. I used basically the bank's money to get into the mentorship. So I'm not giving out advice. This is just a suggestion. If you are trying to like increase your sales skills, find a mentor that you know that's really, really good. Obviously, you're either going to have to pay for their service or you're going to have to work for them. It's one of the two. You're going to have to do something. So I paid. I didn't work for him, but I paid. Paid my way in, found out, okay, cool. This is what he does. This is how he do it. All right, let me go ahead and replicate this. I'm not trying to sound like him by any means. I'm not trying to sound like this guy, but I just want to have that salesman skill set so that I can close. If you get what I'm saying. Who do I recommend? I can I want to give out recommendations, but I can't. Like, obviously Pace. That's my boy. I love him. And shout out to Pace for even putting this stuff together. But Pace, he's really good. RJ Bates is really good. Who else do we have out there? Mark Witten, he's really good. That's the first person that I even watched when it come to this wholesaling stuff. Mark Witten, if you look up Mark Witten on YouTube, The Breakfast Club, that was a very, very, very first video that I watched about real estate, and that's what got me into getting into this stuff. I think Max Maxwell just put out a mentorship. You also have Brent Daniels with TTP. These are all big names. There's also some local people that's out here in like the Dallas Fort Worth area. You got Donovan Ruffin. He's got a mentorship. You got Ryan Jackson. He has a mentorship, I believe. You also have who else do you have, Anthony?
You said them all, bro. I mean,
LeCedric, what's up, bro?
you said them all.
Yeah, I I don't have a mentorship. I won't have one. I just want to do deals with everybody. Like it's I don't want to charge people to know what I know when I can just put it out on YouTube for free and then the deals would just come like that. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So a lot of people are recommending me to put a mentorship together. I don't want to do that. I really don't do that. Andre asks, "Are you guys door knocking any leads?" Me
Yes.
personally, no. But I will train a team to door knock. Anthony is door knocking right now.
So yeah, I'm just now gonna get back into door knocking this month. I heard somebody, it was Don Rich said that his team, he doesn't door knock throughout the whole month here in Texas, and this is only specific to Texas and maybe Georgia, but because our leads are kind of organized in the fact that the auction date is every first Tuesday of the month, so the biggest, like, they're gonna have their, most people are gonna have their head in the sand for the first 3 weeks. That last week they're gonna need to make a decision. And so what I'm implementing this month, and right now I'm just running a solo operation, but I do eventually want to, like, if anybody's down in the area, I don't know if Andre you're in DFW, but I am gonna start door knocking all next week starting Monday up until the auction date, and just kind of try it out, see how it goes. Just kind of put in that overtime when it's crunch time for these pre foreclosures, and because that's when literally they all make the decision. Like at the end of the month, everybody hits you up, and like last month, I literally got a call the day of the auction, two calls the day of the auction, and they're like, "What can you do for me?" I'm like, "Bro, it's 9 o'clock in the morning. You're about to be, your house is about to be taking in literally an hour. You need to, if last case scenario, you need to go to the county, try to do something about it. Go do bankruptcy." And bro, like they would literally wait, like it's no joke. They will like, I've heard it before I started doing this. They will wait last minute to make a decision. And so my goal is to door knock the very last week of each month, right before Texas Tuesday, and then just try to help these people out, see where they're at, and get a response from them, and see if we can ink something up, man. Get some deals going on the last week. All the while, having the SMS on automation, drip campaigns, and still cold calling for a couple hours a day, and then door knocking in the afternoon. So that's my goal. That's my plan, just to hit that last week real hard. But yes, I've done door knocking in the past, and it's pretty fun. It's nerve wracking as hell at first though. So if you want to go with a partner, it's probably advised. That way you guys both get the jitters out together, man. Just, it's tough.
Oh yeah,
Door knocking. But once you do a couple doors, they answer. Like, it's always this, right? You always hear the story of, like, when your first door that you're knocking, you want them not to answer. And so my first door, I knocked it real light. I was like, that way they wouldn't hear me, and I was like, all right, fuck it, I got it out the way. Let's go. Next one. You know?
oh no, they didn't answer. I'm
Oh
so
no.
sad, happy as hell.
And I did like 5 doors my first day. I got one answer. I was like, all right, if somebody answered the door, I stuttered so bad.
Oh, bro,
and but I just kept going. Yeah, pretty
let's
dope.
get it, bro. We've been live for 2 hours and 9 minutes. Um, any suggestions on where to get niched leads, pre foreclosures, code violations, etc.? Directly from the county,
Yeah.
directly from the county records.
Give me
If you
give me
go,
1 second, Jeff.
I'll give you two.
All right.
If you go, like, for example, Tarrant County, I'll give you a free website. I gave this one out last, I think it was last week. If you're looking for pre foreclosures, like for Tarrant County, you're going to go to tarrant.tx.publicsearch.us, and you're going to go down to the foreclosures site. I mean section. So let me see if I can type that in right quick. Like, these are my favorite websites because it's free. Tarrant.tx.publicsearch.us, and then there's another one, taxsales.lgbs.org. Those are like really, really, really good websites. Code violations. Let me get with. I know that's from the county records too. I'm gonna get with my boy Johannes. He knows how to get the code violations list because he sent me those a few months ago, and we're working on them right now. But that's a really good question, LeCedric. But I would say the answer to that question is you want to go to you want to go to the county's you want to pull those niche lists from the county records, whatever county you're working in. Me, I'm working in Tarrant County. I'm working in Houston. What is Houston? I think it's Harris County, and we're also in a few other different markets in Georgia and North Carolina, Tennessee, yada yada. So we go directly to the county records and we pull those those niche lists like pre foreclosures and probates. All right, I'm gonna see you in a second, bro. I'm still here. Um, I have to use the restroom really bad. It's been 2 hours and 11 minutes. I just got a text message from Ben to wire over some funds to our account. We just closed another deal. We've been working on a deal. I'll tell y'all about this. We've been working on a deal. Uh, this is crazy. This is why contracts are very, very important. But we've been working on some Michigan lots, and Ben has been talking to this guy for almost. I think we've been talking to this guy for like 2 years. We got it back in 2022. Thank you. We got this lead back in 2022. I can actually show you guys because you guys probably think I'm just talking trash right now. What is that guy's name? He had a weird name. It was weird. What was this guy's name? Oh yeah, that's what it was. Okay, let me show y'all. 'Cause I don't cap. I don't do none of that stuff. I actually I show y'all the real. I like giving you the raw stuff, like the legit shit. So here he is right here. This deal is in Michigan, right? This is when we were marketing like everywhere. We were just getting every deal that we can get. So we've had a total of 76 calls, 67 text messages, 13 emails, 44 notes because we were going back and forth, like, about how we're going to approach this deal. We got this lead way back in September 25th, 2022. Fast forward to today, February 23rd, 2024, we finally closed the fucking deal. Finally got it closed. Like, here's the thing though. We're getting paid outside of closing. These guys closed with the seller 3 days ago. They closed with the seller 3 days ago. This is what happened. So Ben, he was going back and forth with the buyer. Actually, let me just go from the beginning. In the beginning, we were going to originally wholesale this deal as a cash deal. Fast forward up until like maybe a few months ago, I got on the phone with the guy, with the seller, and I pitched terms to him. He was like, I'm cool with doing terms, because I really want my price. The terms that we agreed on was $300,000, 10% down, which was $30,000 down. There's a total of, I think it's 10 lots. 10 lots. And what he said was, you guys can pay me as the house sells. So if you sell a house, pay me, a split of the proceeds. That's how we had the deal set up. It was an amazing deal. But we wanted $20,000, on top of the 30 grand that we had to give to the seller. So Ben talked to the buyer. The buyer said, okay, cool. I'll accept that offer. I'll take it for 50K down, 20,000 to you, 30,000 to the seller, yada, yada, 5-year balloon. We had really good terms set up. I don't know what happened in the communication because Ben took the lead from there, but out of nowhere, where it ended was Ben said, hey, I'll let you connect directly with the seller so that you can ask any questions. You can get any updates. You guys know what's going on because you're the one who's ultimately building on this lot and I'm not. So the buyer said, okay, cool. So Ben sent him a JV agreement. Hey, you pay us $20,000. I don't give a shit what happens. You give us 20,000 once this deal closes. Okay. So we did not have the contract signed with the seller anymore. We pushed it over to the buyer. Hey, this is our agreement. You go directly to the seller. So the buyer, for whatever reason, he felt that he can go and renegotiate with the seller. Seller came back and said, hey, I want $70,000 down now. I don't know how that happened, but it happened.
What the fuck?
So because of that, the buyer then tells Ben, look, bro, I can't give you 20,000 and give this man 70 grand down. This just doesn't make sense. Ben's like, fuck that, bro. And I love Ben. That's my boy. He does not he don't take no shit. I'm telling you, he doesn't take any. He's really good at negotiating. Ben's like, bullshit, you're going to pay us, bro. You signed a JV agreement with me. I told you that you're going to give us 20,000. I don't care what happens. You're going to give us 20 grand once this deal closes. So the buyer ends up closing the deal 3 days ago. Didn't tell us anything. It just so happened that he's still in our follow-up. Ben followed up with him, and I think that's what this conversation was about a few days ago. Ben followed up with him. Hey, man, what's up? Where's our paper? Where's our bread? Where's our money? Did you guys close? What's going on? And the guy was like, yeah, we closed 3 days ago. So Ben was like, where's our fucking money? You owe us 20K. And so we got it squared away. But what was the moral of the story? I don't know, but we got paid. So we're getting paid today. And I'm happy about it.
I don't know, but we getting paid.
No, I'm just kidding. No, but the moral is, hey man, make sure if y'all are doing a JV agreement, if you're trying to be the connector and stuff like that, make sure that your contracts are in place. Our stuff, if we go to court, we can uphold our case because we actually sent this guy a JV agreement and he signed it. Hey, we said that we're going to allow you two to connect. We're going to give you direct access.
Right.
How long needed to move? What's bathroom number? Give me a second. Oh my goodness. All right, sorry. We got another deal that we're working on, and I'm trying to get it squared away. But you want to make sure that these when you're doing these deals, sorry guys, I'm trying to read messages and read comments, and yeah, it ain't as easy as it look. But whenever you're connecting people or letting your buyers connect with the sellers directly, you definitely want to have your JV agreement in place. You got to have all that stuff set in stone. I did another deal like that where I let the buyers connect directly to the seller. And oh my goodness.
What does that
Sorry,
JV
bro.
agreement look like? What is the language in it?
Exactly what we said.
Just,
Regardless of we put everything in plain English. I'm not an attorney, so I don't know how to talk that. Ye shall do this, thou shall do that. Paragraph 7 point. Yeah, no, look, this is what I want. And then we'll let the attorneys edit it and let them, do their whole spiel with the language. But we let them know, hey, this is what we want to do. We want the buyer to connect directly to the seller, but regardless, we still get paid our 20K. We put that directly in the contract, sent it to the attorney. The attorney, he edited, and I can show you how it looks. But then I have to log in and gotta. Okay, but outside of this, I can share it with you.
That's dope. But y'all guys got it squared away.
Give me a sec. We close on the 29th of March, so that the tenants. Okay, so but just make sure that you got your contracts and everything signed, And yeah, I literally forgot the moral of the story. But anyway, I just want to share that. Alrighty, I think we've been on here long enough. 2 hours, 20 minutes. Oh, this guy wants to close ASAP. All right.
Oh,
So, am I still sharing my screen? Yep,
yeah.
I am. Hold on, let me show you guys something really quick. I wonder how I can do it to where you can only see this part. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. All right. I'm learning how to work my MacBook. Let me share my screen again. Let's go to the entire screen. Boom. Okay, so I am working on a deal right now with my partner, Keisha. Okay, so they are walking this property in Dallas, and it's called Ocean View. Ocean View. Sorry, she just asked, will the owner be there? So me and Keisha, we already got an agreement in place. This is what I mean by like having, your contracts in place before you let people connect directly with the sellers. So Keisha is our JV partner. We basically pre-signed a JV agreement. Uh, Typically, you sign an agreement once you guys come to an agreement on price. But we pre-signed a JV agreement so that, and I love Keisha. I know she won't do it, but this is just for everybody's protection. But we pre-signed a JV agreement so that if something was to happen, hey, we got a JV agreement signed, so you knew not to do whatever, yada yada. But we got that signed. So I'm allowing Keisha, because I trust her and I know her, she's my partner already on a 10-unit condo. But I'm allowing her to go directly to my seller with her buyer to go walk the property, right? So she says, "Hey, my guy, he's very interested. He's wanting to close ASAP." Right here, the last message. He's ready to close ASAP. We're waiting on him to give us an offer. As soon as he gets to the office, he's going to make us an offer. I let her know, hey, the close date is the 29th of March so that the tenants can move out. She's like, hey, he's ready to close ASAP. He wants this property. So once he get back to the office today, he's going to make that offer. But just going back to the story that I just shared about the Michigan deal, make sure that all your contracts are like locked in, secured, and they're in place. Now this is my girl Keisha, so I know nothing's going to happen with her. She's not that type. She's the type, hey Jabs, this is what's going on. Let me share like everything. I know her. That's my girl. So y'all follow her if y'all can. Keisha Moore. I think it's Keisha_Moore Life. I think that's her Instagram name, but you can also find her on Facebook. She always brings good deals. All right. A lot of people are texting me. I gotta make some money, y'all. I'm gonna have to log off. I hate to do it, but I have to
Already,
log
bro.
off. Like really,
Bro,
really bad.
literally nobody
Uh,
answered. I'm literally calling while we're going right now. No one.
all
That's so
good,
crazy.
all good, all good. So Instagram, if y'all want to rewatch this video, I will not post it on Instagram because it's streamed live. But what y'all can do is go to my YouTube channel and you can look at my live videos and it'll be directly on there. You guys can watch it. You can rewind it, replay it, listen to the call that I had, listen to the novation pitch that I did, um, and listen to all this good stuff that we were talking about. Happy Friday, everybody. I love
Next week
y'all.
or what?
Same thing next week, same time,
10:30.
10:30. You gonna be
Yeah, this
on?
time was a one-off where I was a little late because
Got you.
had some shit to do. But yeah, we'll see y'all next week, man.
All right, y'all.
Smiling
Y'all
down.
have a good one. Let's
All
get
right,
it.
bro.
All right. That's the stadium, by the way. Just letting y'all know.
It's a green
That's the
screen.
real deal. All right. Y'all have a good one, man.